Hey guys, it is Friday, August 3rd, and I just had my first beta day, so my blood test to test my levels of HCG, which is the pregnancy hormone. So I had that test, the first one done yesterday, and they're not going to tell me what the results are until tomorrow when I go to get the second one done. So I'm just doing a little update on how everything's been during this whole 2-week wait. And today is day 11 since the transfer. And honestly, I'm really nervous, and right after transfer, I just immediately, it just felt different. Like before I was just so excited, and then after transfer, I was just suddenly very, very nervous, and felt like I had a lot of pressure on me for this to work. And that's something that I've never, I keep saying a lot, I'm so sorry. That's something that I've never felt before. Getting pregnant with my 2 children has always been very, very easy, and my mentality was, oh, it's just gonna be a breeze, it's gonna be so easy. And my surrogate friends who are in the same, who went through the same agency as me, they all worked first time, and I think I was just very hard-headed about it, I guess. I really don't know what the right word is to use right now. And just was like, oh, that's gonna be me too, because getting pregnant was so easy when I did it naturally. But IVF has been a whole different ball game, and oh my goodness, hats off to everybody who has to go through IVF, and because it's just it opened my eyes to a whole new world, and I kind of understand the struggle a little bit, because these 2 weeks have been really hard and have been emotional for sure. I have no idea what I'm feeling is from the medications or what. I have felt nauseous here and there, and I just feel like I'm paying attention to everything that's going on right now inside of my body. I did start testing, doing a home pregnancy test around, I think I started day 4, just because I was I was on somebody else's fertility Instagram, and it was really cool to see that line progress, start to get darker. And I knew in my mind 4 days was way too early, even though I know for some, when I looked, they were able to see the faintest line. But I was just oh, that's not me, that's fine, 4 days is just probably way too early. But then so I was testing every day. I had the little pregnancy test strips that my friend brought over to me, and then yeah, they were all coming up negative. And day 6, the first response test, and that one came up negative. So I was just kind of okay, well, still really too early. I think the emotion hit me that maybe this transfer didn't work was yesterday, when I took a day 10 test, and I thought I see a okay, my camera is not working right now. I'm using my phone. I have to figure out what's wrong with it, but I left off saying that I got really nervous starting yesterday, which was day 10 past transfer, because the test still wasn't a very yes, you're yes, you're pregnant type of positive. I thought I saw the faintest line, which gave me a little bit of hope that maybe my numbers were just rising slowly or something. But I was going to film me looking at day 11's test on camera, and then I didn't realize my camera stopped recording. And then I tried to switch memory cards, but that one wasn't working either, so I don't know what's going on. But I have day 11's test right here, and it's still negative. I think I'm just feeling all the emotions. And I think the biggest thing is feeling like you've let your IPs down, because, you know, they've been trying so hard, and then they turned to surrogacy because, you know, it's supposed to be easy and it's supposed to work, like but I don't think it did this time. And I mean, I won't know for sure until tomorrow, but I mean, just looking at all the pregnancy tests, and, you know, I think I just know deep down that it didn't work, and that's really hard because I feel awful. And I was just so like, I was so positive, and I feel like every one of my friends were just like, oh my gosh, like, you know, you're the perfect person for this. I've gotten that from almost everybody, I think, and I think that's what made me start to feel nervous after transfer, was the pressure that was just put on my shoulders for this to work, like. But I know that that's not realistic. Transfers do fail with surrogates, and I've learned that through a support group that I'm a part of, and for some surrogates it's taken 2 transfers for it to work, sometimes even 3. It just kind of sucks, and I'm really dreading having, I don't even know if I'm going to be telling my IPs or not, but I'm just really dreading it because I know that they are gonna be so sad. I know their family is going to be so sad. Yeah. But, you know, these types of things happen, and I have to keep telling myself that, you know, it's okay that it didn't work the first time. We're gonna try again, and I'm just gonna be super hopeful that the next time works. But yeah, I just, you know, I keep telling myself to just see a faint line, but at this point I think it's just my eyes playing tricks on me, because by day 11 I really feel like there should just be a more, like, it should be like, no doubt, like, positive. Okay. Hey everyone. It has been about a month since I last filmed. And I've just kind of taken this time to just handle my own emotions in the beginning, and then I just had a lot of stuff come up, and I just haven't picked up the camera or done anything. The last video I filmed was doing the pregnancy test. It was, I want to say, the day before getting my last beta done, so like the blood pregnancy test, and I was gonna film it the day of like just the nurse calling me, but I ended up just not doing that because I just knew it was gonna be kind of an emotional day, and I really didn't have it in me to like want to film that. So that day came, the nurse called me and said that, you know, both of the blood draws were negative, which I was already expecting it to be from, you know, taking the pregnancy test. So I wasn't really prepared for all the emotions that I was gonna feel after that. I kind of, you know, it wasn't like a sad, like, oh, I'm not pregnant, kind of like a normal feeling a mom would feel when they like lose a baby or something, because it wasn't my embryo, but it was just a sad, guilty feeling that I kind of like, I let my intended parents and their family down, and I never prepared myself for those feelings, because I think everyone, you know, me, my friends, my IPs and their family, we all just had such high hopes that the first time would work. So when that didn't happen, I just needed time to like, okay, like think about everything. There was a lot of like, you know, what ifs that I had to tell myself, like, you know, can't think of the what ifs, like, you know, it wasn't your fault, you know, sometimes these things just happen. A support group that I'm in said, you know, that most of the time the first transfers don't work, and it made me feel a little better. But what made me feel a lot better was talking to my intended mom, and, you know, her telling me that she was okay, that they were all okay, and we would just go from there on what the next steps would be. So I also wanted to like wait and film until I knew for sure, like, you know, are we gonna do a second transfer? Like, what do they kind of want to do? How long do they want to wait to do it? And so she had her appointment with the fertility doctor that I've been seeing, and a lot of things came up during that appointment. Her and her husband went, and then they FaceTimed me, which she totally didn't have to do, but I'm kind of glad she did. You know, they have been really great at making me feel very included in some of the things. I know a lot of people's journeys are kind of like not like that, so I was very grateful that she wanted me to, you know, join in on the appointment. And a lot of not a lot of things, I won't say a lot, but some things came up that I didn't really like. It made me kind of frustrated, and I'm not going to go into details with that, because that's just between me and my IPs. But after I expressed my frustration and my concerns, and they were really great, and we agreed that we would switch doctors. So that was kind of like the first step, is okay, well, let's switch doctors. And then there was just some more waiting on, you know, like, okay, well what do we do? And it was a couple of weeks, and I finally know that, you know, the plan is to do another transfer next month, so in November, for sure before Thanksgiving. I don't know the specifics yet. I'm actually not even sure if I'm gonna share like when we actually do the transfer. I might wait until after, just because this first time I felt like there was a lot of pressure on me, and I wasn't prepared after the transfer to feel very nervous, and it's really hard to explain all the emotions I felt unless, you know, you've been through it before. But I felt I was never nervous before, and then right after transfer I all of a sudden felt like extremely nervous, like, oh my goodness, like what if I moved too much last night? What if I got up too many times? What if I did this? What if I did this? Like, is this okay? It was just very, very nerve-wracking. On top of all the pressure that I, like, all of a sudden, like, oh God, like, now everybody is like all eyes on me type of thing. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna share exactly when the transfer will be, but I plan to, like, show the steps and everything, and I'll put it all in a big video again like I did last time. So the plan is next month, and we'll just go from there. But yeah, that's all. Go downstairs, please. No, go downstairs. So yeah, the plan is next month, and we'll just see what happens. Okay. Hi guys, I'm filming on my phone right now. I think I keep going back and forth between my phone and my camera. I transferred, or we transferred another embryo on Wednesday, November 10th. I didn't film it this time. I just wanted to focus on just the transfer after everything that happened the first time. So, okay, I just took a test, and I haven't looked at it yet, so I'm gonna look.